thank you for being here. I go by ISHI BABYYY or Too Spiritual on Instagram. And this is just me documenting my life day to day. I'm dropping little messages, little ISHI lore. I talk about what I've been through, stuff that I'm currently going through, little gems that have been shared with me that I would like to share with y'all. If y'all resonate with it, peace, bless. If you don't resonate with it, peace, bless. That's all I really gotta say. I do have to make a disclaimer. In no way, shape, or form do I feel like this is the way. Listen to me. I'm right, you're wrong. I just want to share my story. And if you tap in and if you tune in, well, welcome. And those who resonate with it, bless. And those who don't, peace. That's it. And so I'm about to go on a hike right now. And this is really a sacred place for me. I used to live in my car back in 2018. And I swear, like, I used to come here every single day to catch the sunset. And that's where I started making sunsets a big thing for me. If you know me, if you don't know me, I love sunsets. And that's my love language. So I'm about to go on a hike and yeah, roll with me. Pull up. Vámonos.
Yeah, beautiful hair.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. That was a beautiful encounter. You see this? So this is one of my favorite spots to go to out here in the city. I will say I be gatekeeping. Just can't burn the spot out, you know. I love nature. I got a really deep respect for nature, and I just don't want to risk more trash. So much trash. Look at this. People don't have the same reverence and perspectives as I do. And that's why I think it's important for me to film these videos so I could document this. And it's like, I'm not coming at anybody with some rage, some hate, some judgment, some shame. I could just share my story, and if you resonate with it and you're open to it, then maybe, you know, you could get a different perspective. But essentially, I'm out here, LA. It's also known as Tovangar, the Tongva language. The Tongva is the first peoples right here, LA. There are many more, okay? But those are the homies I'm tapped in with, and that's why it's important for me to just share this. Ooh, look at this. This is my favorite spot to come catch the sunset right here in the city. I have certain perspectives, and that's why I like to document and share them right here. And one of them being, can't burn out the spot. There's a lot of trash that be out here, and I notice when things go viral, it's beautiful to support, like places like restaurants and small mom and pop shops. But when it comes to nature, can't risk there being more damage done. There's been a lot of fires that have happened here that have been caused by people, and yeah, we just gotta respect. You got that responsibility, especially once you tap in with certain kind of practices, certain communities, certain knowledges, consciousness. You just gotta move with respect and mindfulness and intention. And so yeah, if you know, you know. This is a sacred site, sacred for me. Why I say it's sacred is because this is where I used to pull up every single day back in 2018. I used to live in my car, and this is what helped me feel grounded. This is where I really learned how to be with myself, by myself, and be one with nature. And it got me to think about how nature isn't this place that's far away. Nature is right here. I remember going to this talk. One of the elders of the first peoples here was talking about how there isn't a word for nature in their language, because in having a word for it, it implies that there's a separation between us and the land. When nature is just life, we are nature. And sometimes when we don't have access to places like these, we have to be able to find that for ourselves, within ourselves. And if you think about it, being right here in the city, despite it being a concrete jungle, that we're surrounded by nature. Even if that grass isn't native to these lands, there's still soil, there's earth under that, there's elements to it, you know? And that power of intention and prayer, it's like a placebo effect, you know? I think it was like the double slit theory or something like that. Pretty much quantum physics proving that your perception shifts reality. So that's why I think it's very important for me to just document this and share these things, and whoever's tapping in who didn't have these perspectives, and if it works for you and if you align with it, I share it with love, and I'm happy that you could resonate and there's something you could do with this. We're going up higher. It'd be kind of hard sometimes because I'll be wearing these boots. Man, I'll pull up here with the whole zoot suit, dress shoes and everything. Ran into these youngsters right here, make music, they're artists too. And yeah, I love tapping in with the youth because I'm an educator and I work with the youth. I teach art, cultural arts. So I'd say like that's my thing. I'm a very excellent educator, you know, not to be bragging. It's a trip. I was literally recording this video and I had to pause it because I was passing by. And essentially what I was talking about in this video of when I used to come here in 2018, I ended up explaining to these youth. I started coming here every day, and this is where I really learned how to just be with myself, by myself. I did want to document this little baby hike. I'm gonna take some time to be here. Although I do have this idea of like recording myself catching the sunset, talking, it's also important, you know, to just put this down, disconnect, just tap in with the land. And so essentially, this is what I wanted to do. I don't have to have no studio, no fancy equipment, no little microphone. Like, this is it. This is real life, and this is what I want to document. I want whoever comes across this to just be natural, organic, and intentional. Even if it's through the screen, you know? And so, anyways, this is my favorite spot to come to when I'm like in a hurry, when it's like last minute, but even when it's with time planned ahead. Like, it's a really beautiful little hike and place to catch the sunset, see the full moon. There are coyotes here, but anyways, like I said, I be gatekeeping places like these because I just feel like it's out of responsibility, it's out of love, out of respect for Mother Earth, Mother Nature. A lot of people don't got the same perspectives as I do, and that's why I want to document and share these videos, because I'm not over here trying to change anybody. If you feel called and aligned with this, bless, and if you don't, peace. There's no problem, it's okay. I've learned to really create like radical change and transformation. Once it feels forced, there's gonna be resistance, and to really just be in acceptance, it comes with, I'm not trying to change anybody, and that's for my own well-being. I used to be on that tip, but I'm over here talking about love and light and loving people, and how could I really love somebody if I want to change them? If I have this little slight ick, this little part of me that don't really feel happy and I want something different, or I'm running on potential or whatever, like, it's not it, okay? And so I want to be able to meet people where they're at. You watching my shit, so like, okay. And so yeah, if this is the way that people could, you know, receive certain messages, it took them, it took you taking that initiative, taking that step to click on this, to receive this. So if you resonate with it, bless. And so essentially, when it comes to, like, I guess, gatekeeping, there's been so much guilt and shame because gatekeeping has been tied to a lot of safes. From my experience, like with trauma, of me wanting to get into certain places, enter certain rooms, but there were people that had those kind of intentions that were not with love, that they would not let people in or not share resources, gatekeep in that sense. When I talk about I gatekeep these spots, it's just to not be having any more people bringing trash. This place has burned a lot, and it's been because of of people, because of humans. And so I feel like it takes that kind of like responsibility to be able to just bring that awareness. Maybe with time you'll see what's up. If you know, you know, you'll find out soon enough. But yeah, for the most part, I do be gatekeeping things. Now, places like mom and pop shops, restaurants that for sure need support, cool. But if there's anything that's bringing in like gentrification and things that's gonna cause harm, potential harm to the environment, or displacement, or jeopardize somebody's livelihood, that's the thing with this social media. They're portals, you know, and I really feel like intention goes a long way. And what is my intention? I'm not over here to change anybody. I'm not over here to try to instill certain ideologies. I'm just here to document my life, to share my stories. If I feel like I got some little messages that came to me, I would like to share them, because sometimes at the end of the day, as somebody who I be a channeler, I'm channeling for myself through you or through whoever. Like, this messages that I share is also for me to hear. And I acknowledge that things could be subjected to change, but I take accountability and ownership and responsibility to revisit things that I may have said in the past that maybe I don't resonate with anymore in the future or in the present. And that's pretty much it. So this is my favorite sunset spot. We out here in the city with it. And just respect nature, respect the land, respect the plants. I do like the idea of documenting myself on the day-to-day, especially if I feel like sharing something, because otherwise it's just gonna be in here. So at least let me like channel it through the camera, and if somebody rock with it, cool, okay. And this spot has been reminding me all of those times I missed out on a sunset because I didn't have a date to bring here. I didn't have a friend to bring. I didn't have somebody to accompany me with. And that was very detrimental for me. Like I've said years ago, this is a place where I found myself, where I learned how to be with myself and be happy with it, to appreciate these beautiful scenes, these beautiful moments, this life. And once I kind of fell back into these old like codependent ways in partnerships or friendships, I realized I stopped pouring into myself in the ways that I learned to work for me, because I wanted to adjust. Oh, maybe we could do this together with a partner, with a friend or whatnot. And I learned that through that codependency, I was really causing harm. I wouldn't come to these places because maybe the person didn't have capacity to, or didn't want to, or wasn't feeling it. And instead of going for myself, I'd stay. And I just think about all of this beauty now, and I don't ever want to miss out on beautiful opportunities and experiences because I want to experience that with somebody. I feel like letting that go has really been able to bring me back to myself, to really just learn how to be with myself and love doing that. Because when I don't feel that and I don't embody that, is where I find myself trying to find outlets, trying to find temporary fixes, instant gratification to fulfill that one. Like I said, ultimately will never really be fulfilled, and it takes practices like these. So essentially, maybe that's just what this video is today. I'm documenting me embarking on this journey, starting this YouTube channel, posting my day-to-day, dropping some little gems, and thank you for tuning in. All right. Mm.